Get ready with me for Britney Spears party. So my friends and I are having a Britney Spears theme party tonight. Each of us are dressing up as a different Britney. And the Britney I'm dressing up as is toxic flight attendant Britney. With a taste of your lips, I'm on a run. Also, we're all going to be bringing a cocktail inspired by our look. I am making a green toxic cocktail. Okay, so these are little vials I bought to put the drinks in. I'm super excited for this. And then I also bought some stickers to put on them to warn that they're toxic. I also got some green edible glitter to put in it to really seal the deal. I wanted to make something that looks like the poison in the music video. So I'm going to be making a melon ball. I'm also making some non-alcoholic drinks because one of my friends is pregnant. The non-alcoholic is just going to be lemonade. So I'm going to go get dressed and then I'll make these. So I already painted my nails red last night because she has red nails in the music video. Now for makeup, she has like a really pinky lip. So I have lipsticks set aside for that. And then her eyeshadow is like a dark, almost black gray, and then like a silver on top. So we're gonna do that. So I'm just gonna start slapping some grays. I haven't used this palette in forever. Ooh, yes. We're gonna go in with this dark brown. And I'm gonna put just a boop of black. I think that's pretty good. I don't want to overcomplicate it. It's not a complicated look. I don't want to get too crazy. Okay, I just finished putting lashes on. It was kind of a pain, but they're on. So now I'm gonna do a little, I just broke my blush thing. This is such an old, it's, I can't say the name, but you already know which one it is if you're familiar with NARS. Little bit of blush. Okay, I still have lipstick, but I'm actually about to eat some food real quick, so I don't want to put the lipstick on yet. I'll put that on towards the end. Let's figure out what I'm going to do for my hair. Okay, so I do have a blonde wig, but I also have something that kind of matches my hair. It's a little dark, but it goes into a ponytail, so you don't really notice. I originally was just gonna do this because wigs are hot and a pain and all that, but now I'm like, Okay, so my concern with this is if I put it into a ponytail, yeah, my real hair is just right there. I don't know, should I do the blonde? Maybe. Oh my god, it's just hanging out. The other option, taking this, boom, ponytail. I'll put on the outfit and see which one I feel like works better. So I just got a flight attendant costume off of a Halloween shop. And it comes with the hat that you just saw, plus like a little scarf around the neck. And then this is crazy short on me. Like if I wore just this, I'd be flashing everybody everything downstairs. So I bought this. Okay, here it is. And this is how high it comes up on me, which is why I'm wearing the skirt. But I also have shorts underneath, so we've got double protection. So now let's see how the wig looks with this on. Oh my god. I feel like I kind of have to do the wig. Hold on. It's Britney, bitch. Oh my god, wait. Okay, now that I'm... Hold on. Hold on. Is there like a proper way to put on wig caps? Because I feel like I'm definitely doing it wrong. Like, how do you hide all of your hair? Get up in there. With a taste of your lips, I'm on a run. Okay, see? Real hair sticking out. Oh, this is driving me crazy. Let's try this again. Wait. Ignore my real hair. I wasn't gonna wear a wig, but now that it's on, I feel like it turns me into Britney. I feel like it really completes the look. I think we're wearing it, guys. Oh my god. Oh, this is hilarious. Now for earrings, she has... Rude. She has these like circle earrings in the music video, but I don't have any of those. So we're just gonna go with, stick with the shapes theme. Hers are circle, minor, triangle. Close enough. You're gonna try to tell me I'm not Britney Spears right now. Try. Once I put the lipstick on, okay, wait, let me put the lipstick on. Oh my god, look at me. This is amazing. I think this is the look, guys. I just have to pin this. Oh my god. Britney, bitch. Hi, I'm gonna be your flight attendant this evening. I was wondering if I could offer you a drink. Be careful. It's toxic. So yeah, these are the drinks I made. This is the melon ball. This one's just lemonade. All right, guys, this is it. Can't wait to see all my friends' looks as well. But for now, I gotta get ready and get out of here. It's Britney, bitch. You know what we need to talk about more? PMDD. Most of you watching this probably don't even know what that is. But don't worry. I got you. So PMDD stands for premenstrual dysphoric disorder. And what it is a severe reaction to the changes in your hormones during your menstrual cycle. Symptoms include things like depression, panic attacks, rage, and thoughts of ending your life. And symptoms mostly occur in the time frame between ovulation and when your period starts, although it varies per person. Now, most people tend to assume that it's like PMS and that you just get a little cranky before your period starts, but it is much, much worse than that. It's more like PMS on steroids. You get angry for no reason, you cry for no reason, you worry for no reason, and in severe cases, you constantly think about ending your life. PMS is more like a mild annoyance, but PMDD tries to ruin your life. What's even worse is that a lot of people have never heard of it, or they just don't believe it exists. It is often misdiagnosed as bipolar disorder, or it just gets swept under the rug because it's just a part of being a woman. It is also very hard to find doctors who are educated on it, and there's no cure. There are treatment options though. Those include antidepressants, therapy, birth control, chemical menopause, and a hysterectomy. But it is a very complicated disorder, and while one treatment might work for somebody else, it's not going to work for everyone. Like me, for instance, I tried every single treatment option you can think of except chemical menopause, and that's only because my insurance wouldn't cover it. If it did, I definitely would have tried it. But I finally had to end up getting a hysterectomy, and that was the only thing that ever brought me any relief. I had a very severe case. Like, I honestly didn't think I was going to make it past age 28 because I was in so much pain every month. I just wanted to end it all. I had no will to live. I was just struggling all the time, and I wasn't afraid of death. I did not care about my future, and I did not want a future if it just meant that I was going to suffer for decades until my body finally went into menopause. But I somehow found the strength to fight. I would literally be screaming at doctors. Like, if you guys have seen my Francine videos, Francine is literally my PMDD manifested into a character. Like, that was literally me during a PMDD episode. I would scream at the top of my lungs, and I would tell doctors that they were worthless and I was gonna die if they didn't help me. And finally, just a few months before I turned 29, I got a hysterectomy. I made it past 28, and my life has been so much better ever since. Like, it's truly been like night and day. And honestly, I don't really like to talk about PMDD anymore, because when I think back to those days, all I remember is darkness and misery and suffering. It was just a terrible, terrible, dark time in my life. And honestly, I don't even remember a lot of it because I've blocked a lot of it out. Like, I just don't like revisiting that part of my life, and I don't like going back to that headspace and remembering all the things I felt and all the things I did. But despite it being uncomfortable, despite me not liking to revisit that part of my life, I still talk about it because it needs to be talked about. Like, one of the things I'm most proud about with my platform, and I'm gonna get emotional talking about this, is how many women have messaged me because they've seen my videos and they've been like, oh my God, I didn't even know PMDD existed until your video, and now everything makes sense, and now I don't feel as alone. When I was starting out with my journey, there was no one. Nobody talked about PMDD. Nobody knew what PMDD was. I had to suffer in silence. I always felt so alone and like I was going insane because when you tell people, you know, my period makes me wanna, you know, I just wanna end it all because of my period. They're just like, you're being so overdramatic. Periods are not that bad. And you just feel so alone. Like, I had to figure everything out on my own. I had to diagnose myself with PMDD and then go to a doctor and be like, I think I have this. And they're like, what is that again? And it was just a very lonely and isolating journey because I couldn't find anybody that related to me at all in terms of
how my periods made me feel.
So that is why every April, because April is PMDD Awareness Month, I hop in front of my camera and I make some videos about it because I don't want anybody else to have to suffer in silence for over a decade like I did. So if you ever feel like your period is making you go crazy and you just cannot control your emotions, start tracking your symptoms for at least 3 months and see if there's a pattern. And if there is a pattern, look into PMDD. So yeah, and if you guys have any questions about PMDD, go ahead and put them below and I will try to answer whatever questions I can. But for now, here is my makeup. I usually don't use blue a whole lot because I have a really hard time blending blue for some reason, but teal is the color for PMDD. So we did like a teal blue with a pop of silver. So yeah, let me know if you got any questions about PMDD.